Now this really is a premium fixture. Two storied footballing nations, two neighbours. This is a game of champions and legends and tribalism. It is raw, it is Argentina against Brazil. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. Well, I wonder, Jim Beglin, what is going through the minds of these players as they face up, respectively, to their arch enemies? It is a feeling that I'm sure you can identify with.
Well, the one thing that can be said is that there really is little in terms of what the players need for motivation. The game against the team you do not want to lose to. This is a nightmare to predict for me. It should be tight on paper, but there are so many factors that come into play, Peter, that anything can happen here.
And that gets things running. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I've always been impressed with the intelligence and decision-making of this man, the Pole. Yes, you kind of expect that from an Argentinian playmaker, but he's such a key figure whether his team are building patiently or transitioning quickly. He's very adept at creating space, attracting markers, and then turning away quickly. And I love those long clip balls. He can get into deep positions.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Brilliantly cut out. Montiel is there, and he can get that clear. Neymar. Lisandro Martinez cuts it out for Messi. Now it's Alvarez. Oh, they can break here. Foot in. Carlos Augusto defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bruno Guimaraes gets his final warning. Flings it. It's a mighty effort! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Tagliafico, McAllister, and it's Rodrigo de Paul. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar, showing good feet. No way he was going to be out-muscled. McAllister did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's managed to get free. Very nicely done. And it's Joelinton. Bruno Guimaraes. Goes for a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Joelinton. Chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Corner number 2 then. Tagliafico attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neymar. And that has left him in a heap. Gonzalez. Not the most accurate pass. Referee's given a throw. Oh, there's a probing ball. Great vision. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Savinho, it's played through for him. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what a climb! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Brazil certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Paredes. Spread it left. Now it's Neymar. And it's Messi. He has found a way through. Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Martinez has a look and plays it forward. Plays the return pass. And this is Messi. That's a good ball. Oh, good-looking ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
McAllister. And here's the ball. Picked out brilliantly. And the ball is out of play. Oh, he's been flattened there. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Played out to the right. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Neymar. Neymar. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Big chance! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's on it. Can he get away? And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
So, third corner of the game. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Otamendi. Paredes. McAllister. Shifted it to the flank. Linton. Douglas Luiz. Over to the left. He's picked his way through. It's Neymar! In he goes again. We've got a goal! They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's certainly onside here. Can he finish? And he nearly went all the way.
João Pedro clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Deftly away. Well, that pass isn't the best. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. João Pedro out to the right, and Savinho, and he welcomes it in. Can he finish? Paredes.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. 30 minutes gone. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Savinho. Bruno Guimaraes, Linton, and it's Douglas Luiz. He's tried one! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! He's got himself an absolute peach. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Brazil take the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Messi. Douglas Luiz.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shoots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
João Pedro has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Martinez getting this one clear. Now it's Gonzalez. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Brazil have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. He won't be happy with that one. It's gone out for a throw-in. De Paul. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Douglas Luiz. Luiz goes hurtling down that left-hand side. And that has put a halt to things. Joelinton! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's a good run down the right. Oh, that's... Shapes to shoot! In for the pieces! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to...
It's Neymar! A real chance and a real let-off.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Not the most convincing of passes. Tagliafico. Savinho. Otamendi. Tagliafico. And Gonzalez. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Neymar. Now then, the ball's come loose. And he shoots! They are queuing up to have a go here.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Otamendi. De Paul. And Gonzalez. That's Gonzalez. He's found a way through. Played out to the left flank. He is through here. He rises! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Alvarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. Now it's Joelinton. And it's Danilo. Oh, played through for the wide man. João Pedro. McAllister. De Paul.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And this is Neymar. That is a brilliant interception. And he's there to belt it away. Played out towards the right wing. McAllister. And that has been slung wide. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that's nice. Shot could be on. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And the action is back on the way. Gabriel. Montiel gets across to intercept that. That's a cute ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Douglas Luiz. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. More and more pressure on the ball here. Lovely bit of skill. Terrific header. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Some good work on the right flank here. And the pass is intercepted. Danilo with the cross. He's got away. Played into the box. Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Nice bit of trickery. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes. And he's decided to go for it. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Bruno Guimaraes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Out for a throw. Pinches it off him. Alvarez. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's to Paul. And he's managed to get free. Great ball, and he's in here. He's in a great... And a chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
McAllister certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Looking for a runner. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now it's Messi. Oh, good spread. And this is Messi. Pings it, up he goes! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. João Pedro being hunted in packs.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Douglas Luiz. Marquinhos. Now it's Savinho. Plays a sharp little ball here. Danilo gets a... climbs up big! It's a pretty loose pass. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And it's Joelinton. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, lovely feet. He is such a good mover. Chance, surely! Martinez is there to clear. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Now it's Alvarez.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Linton goes looking wide. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And back to the goalkeeper. Gabriel. Carlos Augusto. Linton. Nicely spread. Now it's Savinho. Knocks it into space. McAllister. Tagliafico. And it's Neymar. Messi. Gabriel. Distributed tidily. Now it's Savinho. Gonzalez, given the lift of his goal. Threads one in. Gonzalez in acres of space out wide. To Paul! Now, who's going to be first to this? Neymar. Sends it crossfield. Now it's Savinho. Linton. Now Carlos Augusto. And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
He's gone for goal! McAllister. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Brazil finding their passes. Gonzalez, and he cuts out the supply. Just about up to 75 minutes. Carlos Augusto. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Messi. Alvarez.
Argentina really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Knocks it out wide. Luis tries a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's Carlos Augusto. And he goes cross-field. He has found the way through. And the finish! Goes for the shot! And that would have won it.
Bruno Guimaraes really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Montiel. And it's made its way to him. Danilo gets a foot in here. Gabriel shifted upfield. Now it's Neymar. Played into space out wide. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. It's a really well-measured ball. Linton. Luis has created one goal already. Neymar going full steam ahead down the left flank. Neymar! Oh, he's been caught napping. Savinho's cross. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, good spread. Now it's Messi. Argentina couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Alvarez. Marquinhos does well to get it back. Palacios. Linton. Tagliafico cuts out the pass. So what can they make of this? Savinho. Nice physical challenge. Gonzalez tries to pass it through, and he plays one through. He's dealt with that really well.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
I think we're just about done here. This looks promising. Great chance! Palacios. Fernandez. He's picked his way through. Douglas Luiz. Played out to the left flank. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Paredes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Neymar. He's found a way through. Lisandro Martinez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Joe Linton. Shot a goal! The whistle has gone and it is all over. Brazil have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. João Pedro voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
Brazil really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.